most important source of data is broadly the internet. We typically find that for slightly larger accounts, articles or franchise records for franchise businesses exist on the web that typically have useful signal to help answer a question. But you can think of the signals you would typically find on the web as usually third-party sort of data sources. There's other signals and data sources that end up being quite valuable in the context of local. We found that social media posts ends up being very, very valuable, because social media is actually a first-party signal, right? It's something that the business entity itself is probably managing and posting for. That coupled with a business's website, we actually maintain scrapers and cache the HTML and the entire sitemap, right, for different entities. Turns out there's varied signal within sitemaps, right? And the final one is reviews. Reviews are a third-party signal, but it's like a very reliable third-party signal typically in the context of local, especially for questions around sentiment. The way that we've also developed this framework underneath the hood, we've sort of designed it to be super extensible to additional data sources. You can imagine an additional data source that might be really valuable in the context of local is also just straight up calling the business. What if an AI is calling the business at scale and just asking the question that's being asked directly? And you could take the transcript that comes from that sort of conversation and use that as well as context for the answer to the query being asked. And that's the sort of thing that I think we have the benefit of working towards as well at Data Lane, because we operate in the kind of confined domain of local.